tube front for the 240. I have the 2 main bars welded in, and now I'm going to be working on the rat support and headlight brackets. So I went ahead and bought a tubing notcher and a chop saw just to make things easier for me. So here's the first tube that I got cut. My plan is to weld that on there like that, and then off of this will be the headlight bracket and also the bolt hole for the fender. So I'll weld off of the main bar, do a bend, come over and connect to this, and then also off of this will be the rad support. So I want to weld a washer on there like that with a nut on the bottom side, and then take a small piece like this and also weld a washer on the top and on the bottom, and then I'll be able to run a bolt through and screw it into this. So I'll do that on both sides so that the rad support is detachable, and then I'll have the rad support bar coming off of this and go over to the other side. So essentially, something like that. I'll cut this off and notch it, cut it off up there so it meets with the main tube, and then the headlight will mount here, fender will mount there. So I finished up the headlight bracket and fender bracket, so I'm gonna finish welding those up. So I just quickly cleaned those welds up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and weld washers on either side of this. Then I could bolt that onto there. All right, so I got both of those done, and now I'm gonna try to bend from here around the front of the radiator and then back to that. So I got one side bent up. I just bent it as far as the bender would go, which is about 80 degrees. So now the tricky part comes of bending the second side so that it lines up. So I'm gonna do some measuring and do a bend and see how it looks. So I made some guesstimates, and we'll bend this and see how it lines up. So not too bad for a first try. It looks like both ends line up pretty decent with the post. So I just got to cut off the extra so I could see really how it lines up, and then if it works, I'll notch the ends and tack it on. All right, so I got the tube cut and notched. I couldn't use my tubing notcher because of the bend in the tube. So I had to use my plasma cutter, and then I just ground it so that it was decent. But now I'll go ahead and tack that on and throw the hood on real quick, make sure that it's not too far out. All right, so that's tacked on. Now I'm gonna go grab my hood and make sure that this isn't sticking out too far. And if it is, I'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the radiator. So I quick threw the hood on, and it does hit. It hits at the latch just the littlest bit, so either I gotta shorten the radiator bar or just bend it down a tad so that the hood can come down all the way. So I ended up making a new rad support bar, shorten it up a few inches, and I have plenty of clearance from the hood latch now. I'm gonna do some more adjusting on this and finish welding it in. So that's done. I just gotta clean up the welds on everything. And then I might still add another bar on the front of this that comes off, bends, and comes back, and the hood release will connect to that. And if I don't run a hood release, then I'll probably have the hood pins connect to that. So I think I'm gonna end the video with that. I'm just gonna finish welding up everything that needs to be finished and clean up welds, and then I'm gonna order a dimple die set. And then for the next video, I'm gonna make plates that run down the side here with gusset holes, same with on this. And then the rad support, I'm gonna put a plate across with gusset holes. And then I need to finish the headlight brackets off of here and a fender bracket off of there. And then I think I'm gonna run another tube down and around there, and then mount the hood release or hood pins, whatever I decide to do. So that's it for now.